Welcome to Amplify Love Podcast. My name is Natalia Love Angelou. I empower women to own their superpowers and transform their mindsets so they can experience more confidence, clarity, and live their dream life. Hello and welcome to my very first episode. I am an inspirational speaker, holistic healer, and serial entrepreneur. I'm also a metaphysical minister, mother of 4, and married my high school sweetheart. I have been in the personal development field for over 20 years. And the reason why I'm creating this beautiful Amplify Love podcast is because I love to amplify love in all areas of my life. In every service I provide, I bring my all into it. I bring and embody the love in me. So this is why I decided to create this. I have many clients and sisters and couples ask me, how can I get more information? Can you share more about that? Do you have any classes and workshops on this? So this is why I decided to create this podcast. This podcast has been living in me for 2 years, and now I am ready to shine. So some of the topics I have planned for this podcast is how to have healthy boundaries. What is self-love, and how can I start loving myself? How can I awaken my inner goddess? Letting go and what that means. The sacred feminine and sacred masculine energies and harmonizing it. Womb wisdom. The laws of the universe. Authenticity, motherhood, growth mindset, energy, multidimensional healing, angels, sacred sexuality, and more. I like to bring that inspiration, joy, and the more into your life. So today's topic is manifestation. We've all heard that word before. Manifestation is something that we want to do in our life in order to create more of what we desire. But the biggest thing is, even though you may hear about this, you may have learned about it, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. The biggest thing is feelings. Words have so much power. You can build yourself up with the power of your words, the power of your thoughts, or you could break yourself down or break others down with the power of your words and even your thoughts. So knowing the words have power. Did you know what you focus on expands? And of course, in today's day and age, it's so easy to get wrapped up in this mindset of I need more, I need more, I need more. Rat race, to-do lists. What am I going to do now? Ego and inner critic. Oh, this is not good enough. I need it to be better. But it's important to breathe, let it go and flow. It's so important to trust the universe, trust yourself, and know the pausing and taking a daily check within and changing the way you think and using words that will have a better impact in your life changes your future. So when my clients come with those negative ego thought patterns, I teach them about reframing. Reframing means taking that negative statement and rewriting it so it can flow with much more positive energy, much more love, and much more peace in your thought process and in your life. So a classic example is, I'm not good enough would be a statement that I hear time and time again with my clients. So reframing it, you can easily say, I am enough. But if that doesn't really feel like it's believable, like if it doesn't land in your heart, then nothing's going to change. The only time things change is when you actually believe it, when you feel it, when you know it, when it starts being felt 100% in your body. Like, yes, that is something I can learn. I can feel that. Okay, let me start, taking those steps into that alignment. So if you don't like saying I am enough, it doesn't feel authentic for you or it doesn't feel right for you, you can use cushion words like, I'm learning to accept myself more. I'm learning to accept myself fully. I'm learning I am enough. things come to me easier and I have enough. I always have what I need, and so on. It's important to use the words that make sense for you. Use the words that you feel can be your truth, because we all have different words. We all have different thought processes. We all learned different ways of coping and different triggers and so on. So you can start shifting things when you start really diving deep and reframing your inner critic and start believing it is possible, because you are possible. So the first step is choosing your words wisely and reframing any negative words and start thinking, what's going to bring more joy into your life? What's going to bring all those things you want to manifest into your life? When you see it, which means visualizing yourself with your dream life, visualizing yourself the way you decide you want to live. When you see it, when you believe it, like, yes, this is possible. You know what? I'm ready for this. I'm going to take those steps and I'm going to, take this action and create it, because you are a co-creator of your life. It just doesn't happen when you just think it and sit there and do nothing. No, you gotta do something. You gotta take the action. You have to surround yourself with that beautiful, positive bubble of energy, of love, where you have cheerleaders around you, where you are your best cheerleader, your best advocate for yourself. And you really say, yes, I'm going to feel it and believe it and take those steps. So feeling it as it is your truth. Trusting and letting go, because you could visualize all you want, you could believe it and you can feel it, but if you don't trust the universe, or you don't trust your own higher power, and you don't let it go, then you're going to just continue to stay in that cycle of, I imagine it so, I feel it, believe it, nothing is happening. Why isn't anything happening? It's because you have to trust the universe and let it go. Let it go completely. Know it. Know that everything that is yours already exists. All you have to do is merge onto that timeline that it is there. So all your dreams, all your goals, all your desires, it's already there, wrapped up in this beautiful golden bow, waiting for you to open it. And you have to align to that timeline where it's there. It's there, and you accept it and you receive it and you trust 110% that it is there for you. And that's the biggest thing, is trusting that it is already there, and everything that's happening in your life is happening for you, not against you. It's for you. Every single thing that happens in our life is either a blessing or a beautiful teaching opportunity. So one of the things, in order to manifest, so thoughts become things, obviously. When you think it and you put enough feeling and visualization and trust and belief and you let it go, it starts coming into your life. You start creating it. But what does that mean? In the laws of the universe, it is the law of resonance. I just love that word, resonance. Who do you resonate with? What are you doing in your life? Is it in resonance or is it misalignment? The law of resonance states that however a frequency is resonated is what is going to receive. So if you're resonating with this peace, this love, this joy, this growth mindset, energy, and you walk into a room, people will feel it. They would be turning their heads and say, what is this person on? I want some of that. I just need to go and talk to this person and give them a big bear hug and listen and feel and support and grow and share and shine. Or if you're not in the resonance of that field of pure potentiality and positivity, you could be resonating in the field of, oh, this just sucks, and I never get what I want in life, and all these bad things always happen to me. And then you walk into a room and people be like, you know what? Energetically, I'm saying. When I'm saying this, I'm not saying like they're saying it with their words. I'm saying energetically, people may be like, I don't really want to hang out with this person anymore, and so on. So resonance means that you attract what you resonate. So if you're resonating in this field of love and pure magic, you will see those beautiful divine synchronicities and divine messages coming back into your life. This beautiful positive vibration just coming. Unlimited divine magic, miracles, and blessings is your domain. Now put your left hand in your heart and say that. I'm open to receive unlimited magic, miracles, and blessings. It is my birthright. Yes, it is my domain. I'm ready for that magic to come into my life right now. Right now. Always say right now when you're going to manifest anything, because you're just telling the universe, your higher self, and all your support team in the spirit world that, yes, right now, please. Not tomorrow, not after tomorrow, not in my, past life or my other lifetimes and my other realities. No, but right now. Right now, I'm asking for this and I'm open for it. So another example of the law of resonance is I have a sound table, and it is just the best way to go into a beautiful trance state. Imagine laying down on this beautiful sound table. It's like laying on this big speakers that's set with frequencies that's going to open up and expand your energy field and harmonize your chakras, and it is set to heal, set for cellular rejuvenation. So it's resonating this high vibe frequency. So when people come for my Reiki, my hypnosis, or my rise, they will feel that energy penetrate in their cellular structure. And then they will leave feeling so good, so open, so ready. And magic always comes, and they love it. And it's just amazing to see how the law of resonance can impact you just like that. If you don't have a sound table and you're not in my city and you just, want to experience healing with sound, you can start by putting on frequencies that are harmonizing for love. The 528 frequency is a beautiful frequency with vibrating with Mother Earth and love, the heart expansionness. And you can find frequencies online if you desire, or even play your favorite music. Your favorite music is something that you decide and you love, and it'll bring you the good energy. And if you really pay attention, for example, for the media, and if you're watching a movie, pay attention to the background music and see, is it something's like, something's going to happen. Oh my gosh. And the music's changing. It's like, oh my God, thriller's happening, heart pounding, and the music's suspenseful. All that is actually impacting your energy field. It's impacting your frequency. So our society knows about this frequency stuff. They know it. Like the people who create the movies and things, like, people who are advertising things, they know what frequencies to put there that's going to make people have fear or make people have love. So if you're watching a romance or watching a fun, cheery movie, you'll see the music is upbeat and cheering. If you're watching a movie that's not like that, you'll hear the frequencies are different. So I personally choose nice, beautiful, positive things to absorb in my subconscious mind and in my field. I cannot watch horror movies. I'm a very sensitive soul. So if I watch any kind of scary things, it actually comes out in my dreams afterwards, which means like if I'm watching anything like a scary thing and I go to bed, I will dream it, and I don't like that. I don't like taking up my beautiful evening time where I can go astral traveling and go into different realms and experience something like being chased or something scary. No, thank you. I choose not to watch horror movies or put any kind of fear. I used to back in the day, like 20 years ago, watch like Criminal Minds and Law and Order and all that stuff. And then when I started becoming more and more aware of, the subconscious programming, because I became a certified hypnotherapist in 2004, I realized, I cannot watch this anymore. It used to give me so much fear. I grew up as a child with anxiety and fear, and now I am in another part of my life where I just welcome joy, love, and pure magic into my life. And I don't waste my time watching things that are not going to make me feel good. Like, no, thank you. I do love watching things that are, in alignment with my heart. And of course, the romance. And I love all the sci-fis and oh my gosh, The Travelers was a good one. And all the Marvels and the Spider-Mans. I just finished watching the newest Spider-Man with my children. And I just love it because it's put into the field about like multi-dimensional travel and, just a different life, well, not lifetimes, but different parallel universes and stuff. And I'm like, yes, put this kind of things into the field where people can see that anything is possible. Anyways, it could be all magic, but to me, I believe in everything. So anyways, back to manifestation here. When you think of what you decide and you really call it forward into your heart center, things will come to you because you're open for it. So it's like asking the universe for a gift. I am ready to receive this gift, universe. Ask and you shall receive. Because manifestation is a practice of bringing your desires and goals into your reality through the power of the positive thinking, visualization, feeling, and also taking action. You have to take the action. So I can't just sit here and wish for something to come my way and then visualize it and feel it and see all the words and then not take the action. I have to take the action and like putting myself out there in the world. I have to take the action of whatever it is you decide. If whatever you want, if you want to gain some knowledge, you got to take the action and take that program. If you want to write a book, you got to take the action and put the pen to the paper or put your fingers onto the keyboard to write, or even voice in it into the friggin' computer so it can start typing for you. There's many ways to write a book. You decide which is your way to do it. But taking action is a must in order to manifest for your future. So by focusing your thoughts and your emotions on what you want to achieve and really taking the action and believing and feeling and letting it go, you will start to see the things in your life unfold for the better. I have so many examples, okay? I'm going to give you a few examples so you can see. It could be as small or as big. A small example that just happened this past month. I was looking at my garden and I have a lot of yellow tulips. And I was like, I want different colors, not just yellow tulips. And then, anyways, I was walking around on the beach and I saw these red tulips and pink tulips. And I was like, I want more tulips. Anyways, lo and behold, this past week, so I had the thought, just like 3 weeks ago, we'll say. This past week, my daughter brings home a bag of at least 50 or 70 bulbs of tulips from work. First of all, I never told her my thought. I never said that. It was just an inner thought, And she said, oh, Mom, here, I got this from work, because she works for the city and she does lots of maintenance, and she's only 18 years old. So she takes care of the landscaping and also animals because she works by an animal farm. So anyways, she says, oh, Mom, here, somebody came over and gave everyone tulips. We planted some, but here's some more tulips. And I'm like, what? I just prayed for this. I just decided I want some tulips, and now I got a bag full of tulips. I'm like, this is perfect. So I told her my thought, and I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be perfect because now I'm going to have different colored tulips. And then she's like, but how do you know they're not all yellow? I'm like, because I manifested it. So they're not going to be all yellow. They're going to have some pink, some red, and who knows what. Anyways, so that's a small little win, a small celebration of manifestation. Now, I'm going to tell you a big one. One of those ones that's like, what? How can that happen? When I was 15 years old, I was raised where, a very strict Latin home, and, don't do this and don't do that. Don't wear makeup, no sleepovers, can't date boys till you're 18, and so on. So some of these Latinos around my neighborhood, and I grew up in a not so good area in Toronto, and they wanted to go out with me. Well, this one particular guy, and he was begging and oh, come on, don't have to be a goody good. You gotta, basically not listen to my mother and start dating him. And I was 15 and scared and, such a good girl. But this guy would not leave me alone. Anyway, so then I, at that time, thought I was lying. But now, knowing what I know, and when you hear the story, you'll see what I mean. I tapped into my beautiful higher self, and I said to him, which I thought was a lie, was, I do have a boyfriend. He's tall, light skinned with green eyes. And at that time, you're allowed to say those things and whatever. And he's like, oh, yeah, so where's he from? And then I said, St. Kitts. And lo and behold, this is just a beautiful example of magic. First, I actually said St. Patrick's, and he said St. Patrick's, that is a school, and so on. And the guy knew I was lying because they never see me with some guy. And I'm like, how does a 15-year-old even know about St. Kitts, the island? Because how do I know about that? No, there's no way. It was just like magic. So 2 years later, this tall, light-skinned guy with green eyes comes to my school. I'm 17 years old. I'm starting to pay attention to all the guys around. And we started becoming friends. And then he was my first boyfriend. And, at first I thought he was, just like from Toronto. And I didn't even ask him, where's your family from? Until 3 months into the relationship. And I asked him. And then he said, my family's from St. Kitts, the Caribbean island. And I'm like, what? You're my soulmate. I manifested you. And I started crying. I'm like, and I'm like so young. And yeah, we're together still, 26 years and counting. And that experience is what started making me dabble into the mystical realm and the metaphysical realm and helped me become who I am, because it showed me that there must be so much untapped magic and miracles in this universe that I wasn't taught in my upbringing of, Catholic school, where my Bible studies teacher would make me feel, not make me because I choose it, but at that age, I was so scared when I seen spirit at a young age. And the Bible study teacher would say, oh, that's the devil playing tricks on you and all this stuff. So I lived with phobia of the dark, a fear of the unknown. And I had to teach myself to let that all go. And that is why I became a Reiki master and a certified hypnotherapist, because I wanted to help myself. And then once I started feeling good in my skin, once I started loving myself more, once I started embracing the subconscious mind and rewriting my story and reframing my negative thought processes, I became so confident in my skills. I stopped hiding. I stopped people pleasing. I started showing up as me authentically and stopped asking for permission and stopped saying I'm sorry for existence. One of the rules of my goddess circles, first of all, is don't say I'm sorry. Because I was one of those people that said I'm sorry all the time for everything. That's just the way I was raised. People pleaser and always, apologizing for my existence. I said, in my circles, don't apologize. You don't need to say sorry. Sorry for talking too much. Sorry for talking too long. Sorry for being late. Sorry for this and that. No. I said sorry is like a bad vibe in my energy field. And don't say that. You can say anything, but just don't say that, because you don't need to apologize for, showing up here. And of course, there's a time and place to say it, but I'm talking about in my circles and when sisters always, apologize. And so how I reframed that was saying, I don't need to apologize for my existence. Why am I saying sorry? I don't need to apologize for my existence. And that helped me to reframe and stop using that word and start really seeing that divine magic in me. So that was a beautiful manifestation. Another one I did recently was actually a few years ago. I manifested a trip fully paid to Bali. And I just saw some goddesses saying they're having a retreat in Bali. And I aligned to my heart. I felt myself there. I seen it as a possibility for me that I deserve this trip away from my family and the kids. And my friend actually came back from Bali and was telling me all the amazingness. And she gave me this tincture, like this only found in Bali, like a flower essence to put in your hair. And I was using it. I was smelling it. I was really feeling myself there. And then I wrote from my heart, and they announced live that it was me who won the trip to Bali. And that is another example of manifestation. I aligned it, I believed in it, I trusted it, I felt it, I smelt it, and it happens. So you can use your senses to manifest. writing your goals down, using the energy of the full moon. You can put beautiful oils on, feel it in your body, rub the beautiful oils on your skin, trust it, call it into your existence, and you will merge into that timeline when that is already there. So manifestation is one of my favorite topics. I have a course on manifestation on my website if you check it out, and it's on sale now for only $100, and you get more than 6 hours of beautiful divine content. It goes deep. It goes way deeper than what I'm talking about right now. You will learn so much more, and it's at such a reduced rate right now because I want to be able to, support you in your journey. So, anyways, it is now time for me to wrap this up. So thank you so much for being here right now. Thank you for taking time because you decided to be here. You could have listened to anybody else's podcast or do anything else right now with your time, but you said, hey, you know what? I'm going to listen to this. So I appreciate you. I see you, and I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much. If you would like to get more information, you could look at my website, natalialoveangelou.com, or on Instagram at the real Natalia Love Angelou. Yes, I'm the real one. I had to put that in there because last fall I got hacked and lost like 20K followers, and now I'm rebuilding. But guess what? Everything happens for me, and it was a good experience on detachment and letting go and rebranding and also focusing on what I truly desire. And there you have it. I look forward in hearing from you. If you have any questions or suggestions for my podcast, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram or a message at natalialoveangelou@gmail.com. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them at my future podcasts. So thank you very much, and have yourself a magical day. Sending you lots and lots of love. Bye for now.